Personal story segment tonight. Carly Fiorina's poll numbers rising quickly. She performed well in both Republican debates, now drawing big crowds wherever she goes. As you may know, Ms. Fiorina was the CEO of Hewlett Packard from 1999 to 2005. After being removed from that job, she left with a $21 million severance package. During her tenure at HP, Ms. Fiorina cut 30,000 jobs, but also hired other workers, so net employees grew at the company. Nevertheless, some Democrats are now portraying her as a bad person, much like what they did with Mitt Romney. Joining us now from Rock Hill, South Carolina, is Carly Fiorina. So that's going to be the mantra against you, that your greed had $21 million severance, while, you know, people who work for Hewlett Packard never make that much in their whole life. How will you counter it?
Well, first, thank you, Bill, for having me tonight. I was recruited by the board to save a company. Hewlett Packard was falling further and further behind, and particularly in a competitive industry like technology, if you are lagging, you are losing. We did that. We saved 80,000 jobs, went on to grow to 150,000 jobs, tripled our rate of innovation to 15 patents a day, quadrupled our cash flow, quadrupled our growth rate, went from the Fortune 28 to a Fortune 11 company. And at the same time, the NASDAQ Technology Index dropped 80% in the middle of the worst technology recession in 25 years, and many of our strongest competitors literally disappeared beneath the waves, taking every single job with them. Yes, I had to make some tough calls, and frankly, I think the American people understand that there are some tough calls that are going to have to be made in Washington, D.C. to cut this vast federal government bureaucracy down to size.
So you're a good, in your opinion, good manager, but the fact does remain that you took $21 million in severance when you left the company, and the Democrats are going to come after you for that. You know they are.
Yes, well, and of course what I would say is that every single dollar that I earned as a chief executive at Hewlett Packard was voted on by shareholders. That is, the owners of the company. We were extremely transparent.
All right. You didn't do anything
voted
illegal.
On that package. And by the way, Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton are worth, well, no, actually, Hillary and Bill Clinton are worth 4 times what Frank and Carly Fiorina are. They're worth $100 million. They've never created a job. They've never saved a job. And her policies have destroyed lots of jobs.
Okay, that's interesting, because in 2008, I'm going to read you a quote from the Chicago Sun-Times. You said, "I know Hillary. I'm a great admirer. She's obviously an intellectually determined and heroic individual. She ran a great campaign. I have great empathy for her." So now you're in a position where you're going to have to, you know, hammer her. But, you know, back in 2008, you were saying nice things about her.
Well, you see, Bill, I'm not a liberal, so liberals don't like people that they disagree with. I actually find much about Hillary Clinton that's admirable. She is a hard-working, intelligent woman. She's dedicated her life to a particular cause. I also profoundly disagree with her, and I will continue not to attack her personally, as many politicians and some other candidates for president continue to do. I don't believe in personal insults. What I believe in is a fact-based attack on her record.
All right, but
and this is the
about her do you
truth.
admire?
She doesn't have a track record of accomplishment.
But
She's a hard-working woman. She's a very intelligent woman.
So you admire her intelligence? Do you
Yes, I do.
Admire her ethics?
And I admire her work ethic. Yes, I do. I admire her work ethic.
How about her personal
ethics? She clearly has lied. Well, she's lied about Benghazi, she's lied about her emails, and she's lied about her server.
Are you 100% sure of that?
Lives,
are you 100% sure that you
Absolutely 100% sure.
So I don't know why
yes, absolutely.
but if you're going to say I'm a great admirer and then you say she lied, I don't know if that you can reconcile.
Well, of course, 2008, yeah, but in 2008, we didn't know about Benghazi.
That's true.
We didn't know about her emails, and we didn't know about her server. Now we do. Now we do.
Very good retort, by the way. Very good. All right, now, latest Fox News poll has it this way. Trump, 26%, up 1% since the last debate. Carson, 18, up 6%. Fiorina, 9%, up 4. Rubio, 9, up 5. So you're a player. I mean, you're very, very competitive here. Scott Walker, the governor of Wisconsin, gets out. All right, and he says to you and all the other Republican candidates, you guys got to stop Trump. When you heard Governor Walker say to you and the other candidates, you have to stop Trump, what did you think?
Well, Scott Walker obviously is entitled to say whatever he likes. He is a leader, he's a fine governor, and I'm sure he'll continue to be a leader in our party. I think each of us as candidates are going to do what we feel is best for our candidacy. Look, I'm running to win this nomination. And I believe, as I talk to more and more Americans, despite the fact that still far fewer people know me than know Mr. Trump, more and more people support me. And I think that's because they know we need a no-nonsense leader who has a track record of actually producing results, solving problems, and challenging the status quo.
But that's exactly what Trump
says. I think they know we need...
That's exactly what he says.
I think,
but you're kind of skirting my question. I'm not going to use the word dodging. You're skirting it. So Walker says, look, all the Republican candidates that remain, you've got to get together and stop this man. Now, do you believe that?
Look, I'm clearly...
Do you believe that Donald Trump has to be stopped?
I intend to beat Donald Trump.
Good answer. You know, the Fiorina factor, if you don't become president. That's a good answer. So you intend to beat him, and that, in effect, would stop him, correct?
That's correct.
Is it personal? Do you feel offended by Mr. Trump because of the things he said about you?
I intend to beat him because I think I am the most qualified candidate to win this election.
All right, so that means it's not personal? There's not
and I think both,
it's not a smidgen? Remember when the president said to me,
you know,
there wasn't a smidgen of evidence about the IRS? Remember that?
I do remember that. It was kind of an incredible statement on the president's part.
It was an interesting statement. Now, is there a smidgen of personal animus, a smidgen, toward Mr. Trump?
Actually not, Bill. I have to tell you, people say all kinds of things about me. Donald Trump says most of exactly the same things the Democrats say about me. I'm used to people saying things about me, and I also know what the facts of my record are. And so people can say all kinds of things. I'm not going to engage in personal insults. I'm going to engage in a fact-based assessment of my own capabilities, and I'm going to continue to give people very straight answers to real, substantive questions and problems. The American people want answers, and I believe I have those answers.
All right. So that means you're not going to tweet after this interview that I'm a pinhead.
Oh, I don't ever tweet after interviews. And by the way, I would never call you a pinhead.
Well, you're in the minority then, Ms. Fiorina. Hey, look, we appreciate it. You're always welcome on the program, and we wish you the best in the campaign.